Hi guys, this is a horrible day. Unplanned video, exactly where I was when I was filming when my phone got corrupted. It's raining, it's pouring actually. I've just grabbed my partner's coat because I came completely unprepared, which luckily was in the back of the car. I've just dropped my son at his appointment again and I've just come on to have a bit of a whinge. Not been doing great past couple of days. I've had issues with my head, with my neurological condition. If you watch my other video, you will have heard me talking about that. It's a fairly rare condition and I'm absolutely petrified because I've come out of the house. My partner was going to bring me, but we didn't realise we'd ordered the shopping for the same time as the trip out. And so I've had to drive and I'm absolutely petrified that my head is going to start while I'm out. Having said that, I am prepared. I've got 2 jabs with me, should I need them. I'm hoping that I don't need them because I hate doing those myself. And I haven't used one for a long time. I use the O2 canister that I've got. But yeah, it's been, the past few days has been bad. It's been pretty bad. I've literally every hour and a half I go to sleep. I'm awake, hour and a half, I'm awake. The pain is exhausting and then you just want to go to sleep and then you sleep again and then you're awake. And it's just like, it's like being stuck in Groundhog Day. It really is, it's just awful. And I don't know what's brought them on. It's the wrong time of year. I normally get them in March or October because they go by the body clock and the circadian rhythm they go by, which is your body clock. Nobody knows why, but yeah, mine is usually when the clocks change. I think some people actually call it the clock headache, although I will say again, it's not a headache. But yeah, I've been so bad and all I want to do is do my art and I can't concentrate. Although I did finish the bird. I hope you all saw the bird, he was lovely. I did manage to set up a print template as well, so I've printed him onto a card and he looks great. I've got to mess about with settings, but he does look good. But yeah, I just come on to have a bit of a whinge really about my head. I'm so fed up. Honestly, I haven't had one of these for, you know, a few years, and then a little while ago they started again. Then I had a run-in with the NHS because they wanted to remove my oxygen, which is, it's the only relief I get from the pain. And initially I had 2 oxygen canisters and I had those for years and years and years, and I use both as well because they get so bad. And then I had a fight with the NHS because they wanted to remove one of the oxygenators and leave me with just one. And I had no choice but to agree to that. You know, I understand they're cutting costs and things are bad in the country and all the rest of it. But when I was prescribed the O2, it took me 12 years fighting. I had to join the Ouch organisation and they fought kind of on my behalf to get it for me. And 12 years of just pain and no understanding of what this condition was. And then recently I've had run-ins with the O2 nurses because they came to the house. We had just moved house and they came out to see me and were talking about removing the other O2 canister. I said, you can't do that. I said, when they gave those to me, I had a 12-year fight and I was told at the time it was absolutely inhumane to leave me without it. And now I've given you one back and now you want to take the other one. And yes, I do have injections. They don't always work. If you don't get those injections in your backside within a few minutes of the pain starting, they just don't work. So then my only lifeline is the O2. So I generally will opt for the O2 because I know it will abort the attack. It can sometimes cause a rebound face pain. Yeah, it's just awful. And I was so hopeful. It's ironic, isn't it, the way that life works, because when I was diagnosed with CRPS and I was put on all these different medications 7 years ago, for the injury to my spine caused by the NHS, when I was left with that condition and, you know, I couldn't work or anything because of it and I can't walk properly and I'm in constant pain 24/7. I have to take morphine 24/7. I have to take nerve pain tablets, nerve blockers, and it's now spread up my leg, it's spread to my bladder. Oh, I won't go into it because that's not what you're here for. But when I was given that medication, I was told my cluster headaches which I got every probably 2 years, 3 years. They stopped. 2 years passed, nothing. 3 years passed, nothing. 6 years passed. And I just thought, that's brilliant. So although the CRPS is bad, whatever the drugs are that they've given me for those have clearly helped with the Horton's cephalalgia. Let's use the long name for it. But yeah, obviously I was wrong because they are back. And I've had all week, I've had like a lingering, I like to call it a shadow because that's exactly what it feels like, a lurking shadow over one eye. That's the other unusual thing as well. This time it's over this eye. It's normally on my right and this time it's on my left. So that's a bit weird as well. Oh, I don't know, guys. I can't think straight. I can't sleep. I can't concentrate. It's just awful. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I really wouldn't. And it's such a rare thing that you don't, you know, you don't get any understanding. I mean, Ouch, which is the organisation for the understanding of cluster headaches, they're great. They're absolutely brilliant. I mean, they will fight in people's corners to get them the medication that they need and things like that. But there's not really a lot known about it. I was just lucky when I was backwards and forwards 25 years ago, backwards and forwards with what I thought was a brain tumour. I mean, I couldn't believe there wasn't a brain tumour. The pain was so bad. And the doctors just kept sending me, wait, it's a migraine. I said, it's not a migraine. I've suffered with migraines all my life. This is not a migraine. I know what a migraine is. This is just something else. And it was just by chance I happened to go down there. I was absolutely at my wit's end. I mean, I really, absolutely at my wit's end. I mean, I really, if I hadn't have had kids, I don't think I would have been here. And I happened to see a locum doctor that was on at the time. And he knew what cluster headaches were. And he told me he was going to refer me to the neurologist. And he believed that that's what I was suffering from. And I'd never heard of him. And was Google about then? Because I'm pretty sure I would have gone and Googled. Do you know, I don't know. I don't know. But ironically, it was either Holby City or Casualty, which I haven't watched for years now. But that was on around the same time. And there was an episode where somebody had gone into the hospital with this condition. And I was riveted. And I was in tears because I'd never seen anyone else with the condition. I'd never understood anything about it, and all of a sudden this whole world opened up to me. And mine are episodic, so mine come every, well, they did come every 2 to 3 years, usually March or October time. Like clockwork, I'd go to sleep and at 2 AM on the dot they would wake me up. As crazy as that sounds, it wouldn't matter if I stayed awake till 1 o'clock in the morning. It wouldn't matter if I went to bed at 8 o'clock at night. At 2 o'clock on the dot they would wake me up. And I then would be having 4 or 5 attacks of this, which lasted for hours on end. And it went on for about 4 or 5 months and left me like a zombie. Fortunately, they do call it the suicide disease because there are a lot of people that I know that have would rather not be here than be in the pain, shall we say. I've only ever once got like that, and that was just before I was diagnosed. And like I said, if you know, thank God I've got kids, because without any treatment, I don't understand how people cope with no treatment at all. I really don't understand. And I can see why they would rather just not be here than go through the pain. I really can. I'm sorry, this is a bit depressing, isn't it? I just wanted to have a whinge because, you know, I was feeling so positive lately about doing the, starting the pencil drawings again and getting the prints done and getting my Etsy launch done. I'm actually thinking of just redoing the website now rather than Etsy because I'm not hearing good things about Etsy at the moment. I mean, they're always putting the fees up, aren't they? But I'm not hearing good things about them shutting people's livelihoods down and things, which is just awful. I've heard some terrible horror stories this week about Etsy. So I'm thinking rather than launching Etsy, I might actually revamp the website with a new logo and come up. The problem with my website is I don't have a point of sale. I don't have a cart. There are ways around it because I made my website with Canva because it was the cheapest option. But it's not like Shopify or Wix where you can add e-commerce to it. You know, there's no, I wish Canva would update it. It would be so much better, and I wouldn't go anywhere if they did that. There are ways around it. I can actually put buy buttons on. I know how to do that. I can actually, you know, add those and people can check out. But They can only, I believe, I think there's an option to add a cart. I wonder if there's a way around that. Not that I know there isn't, but maybe I can have a look. Anyway, I'm just rambling really. I'm sorry I'm just coming on to have a whinge really. I'm sure I'm not the only one out there suffering. I know there's plenty of people that have got issues. You know, it just so happens that mine are quite rare. Both conditions are quite rare. And on top of that, I've got fibromyalgia and all the joys of being a menopausal woman. And, oh, it's good fun, isn't it, guys? Good fun. But anyway, I'm not going to give up the drawing. I am still going to do it. I'm just frustrated because I really wanted to get on with it this week. I had so many plans. Well, it's not going to stop me. I mean, I'll just do it when I can, around the pain. I'll be damned if I'm going to let it not ruin, but rule my life. I mean, I can't physically work, go out and get a job because of my CRPS. You know, and when I committed to doing art as a career, I'm not letting anything get in the way of that now. So I will just do it as and when I can. I mean, it's funny the way life is, because the CRPS means that I've got chronic insomnia. I don't sleep for, I think I've said before, for more than a couple of hours a night. My best time to work is at night time, in the evening, when everyone else is in bed, you know, and there's lovely peace and quiet, and you can just get on with your own thoughts. And now I've got this attacking me at the time when I would work. So these things were sent to try us, weren't they? We'll see how it goes. Touch wood. Oh, touch wood. It's going to be a really short cycle, and I can just get on with things. But if not, I'll just work around it, and I will be putting videos out. They might not be as frequent. It depends how bad this gets. But just wanted to warn everyone, really. I haven't gone. If you don't see me for a few days, I haven't gone. I'm still here. I'm just suffering. I hope you saw the picture that I put on. Go and have a look if you haven't seen that on the community posts of Little Mr. Blue Tit. Absolutely loved drawing him. Honestly, I had so much fun drawing him. And he was really quick as well, really quick to do, considering all the detail that was on him. Really happy with the results. I still haven't had any cats or dog pictures in, guys. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go and watch the video before the last one, where I'm requesting people send their pet pictures in for me to draw. Maybe I'll put a shout out on my Facebook page as well, maybe Instagram. That's an idea, actually. I might do that. But anyway, thanks for listening to me whinge. Sorry I'm a miserable cow. I will be back with you all soon. I'm thinking of doing a little coloured pencil tutorial, just a really small, quick one, so you guys can see what I do. Maybe a little bumblebee on a flower or something like that. You know, as a tutorial, when I can list everything that I use and things like that. Might be nice, mightn't it? Let me know anyway. Let me know if you want to see that, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.